Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Wednesday afternoon. Welcome into another edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Brett Pritchard, and we'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments and talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. And, well, there is a lot to talk about today. We'll kick off the show, obviously, with breaking news, I think, at least being reported. That don't know if it's actually.
No, it was reported last night. It's pretty much been confirmed now.
Been confirmed. Joey Gatewood was contemplating his future after not attending practice yesterday.
Didn't take him long.
According to sources, he has left the team. That is past tense, I guess. Left the team. So Joey Gatewood, promising quarterback out of Georgia, Bartram Trail, I believe.
Out of Florida.
Out of
Florida. Yeah.
Promising quarterback comes in. A lot of people like to compare him to Cam Newton for whatever reason. I mean, body style, the way he played. Redshirted his first year at Auburn. Lost the starting quarterback race or competition to Bo Nix this season, and had a package, according to Gus Malzahn, in several of the games. But that really never materialized very much, and now it looks like he has decided to leave the team. Well, I don't know why this surprises anybody, really.
No, we talked about it back in the summer. We said that the chances of both of these guys being here next year are slim to zero. We didn't know which one it was. We figured it would probably be Bo Nix that would stay because of the legacy and all that. With that being said, though, the thing that I think people are having a problem with, and the thing that I have a problem with, is 2 weeks ago Gus Malzahn makes a point to come out and say that Joey Gatewood's going to have a much bigger role in this offense in the second half of the season and coming down the stretch. And, I think maybe the straw broke the camel's back on Saturday on ripping him back to the bench over there and how all that transpired on TV. So I hate it. You lose a great talent in Joey Gatewood, and I tell you, I think he'll go off, and I think he'll be successful wherever. I mean, I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna give a comparison, but it's not really a comparison. We just witnessed this over in Georgia. Jake Fromm, Justin Fields. Justin Fields sits over there. He gets up in mop-up duty. He gets in some situations. He decides to leave at the end of the year. He's at Ohio State, and he's up for a Heisman right now, and he's playing well. And Ohio State may be the best overall team right now from an eyeball standpoint in the country. Now, of course, LSU and Alabama are going to have something to say about that. But right now, Justin Fields, it was a great move for him because if he'd have stayed at Georgia, he'd be sitting on the bench still because they made a decision to go with Jake Fromm. Well, Gus Malzahn made it very clear and evident numerous times this year in press conferences and when he's been asked, on other shows, are you going to have any second thoughts of playing Bo Nix? And he said, absolutely not. We're staying with him. This is our guy, blah, blah, blah. So with the handwriting on the wall and the lack of playing time, we knew this was a clock that was counting down on Joey Gatewood at Auburn.
We came into the season, and when Bo Nix won the job, we said, wonder what Joey Gatewood's role would be. And, the dual quarterback system, that was all, a line a lot of people like to throw around. We said, could we ever remember where two quarterbacks and where you had one that took the majority of the snaps and one that was more of an athletic guy, did it ever work? And we thought, 2006 Florida. That was the only example really we could come up with to say that Chris Leak and Tim Tebow. Now, the thing about that situation, Leak was a senior and Tebow was a freshman, so you knew that he was going to take the job, and he knew he was going to take over the job the following year. And that worked out well. They went on and won a national championship. Lost to Auburn, by the way. But when we looked
We're
at
a thorn in somebody's side
we
every once in a
knew,
while, right?
we knew for sure that, or we felt pretty confident that one of these two guys would transfer, whoever didn't win the job. Now, what's the perfect way to use Joey Gatewood as the backup quarterback? We can debate that, and there probably is a much – I think Gus Malzahn probably did about as poor a job as you could possibly do. Now, what's the perfect way to do it? I don't know. I certainly don't have that answer. Don't know if anybody else does.
I mean, you even said that you despise that package.
I did.
I mean, this package. I mean,
did, yeah.
you know, let him go in there and run the ball. Let him run a series of plays, see what he can do.
In my opinion, I thought that would have been my perfect scenario. Let him have at least one series a game, or at least one series a half, and to get him involved in the offense, it makes him prepare him a little bit better to be the backup. But that didn't happen. So here we are. I would have liked that for him to stay for the whole season. I don't like guys dropping out in the middle of a season, but hey, it's his life. He is frustrated clearly. The offense has looked terrible.
This was a kid that was committed to Auburn since his sophomore year in high school.
Yeah.
Okay, so that needs to be thrown in there too. I mean, he's been loyal. All right. Some comments coming in. First of all, the first one we got, Patrick said, "I hate Gus." Chad says, "In perfect Auburn style, how many more snaps before Bo Nix is injured now?" I mean, that would be just typical.
That's what happened with Clemson.
That's exactly. G said, "This is just the way players handle situations today." That goes right in to what you're saying. It just is what it is now, especially with the transfer portal and the options. Hey, and look, guys, all of you out there watching, and there's a ton of you watching right now and listening, let me just go ahead and give you some more breaking news. College football changed yesterday, okay? Now, I don't know when all this is going to take effect, but this is the transfer portal and now this ruling of getting paid for your likeness and all that. The way we know college football now is over. I mean, as this thing progresses, now it's not going to happen overnight, but this thing is going to change drastically over the next 5 to 10 years, over the next decade. So, look, Justin Fields was the #1 recruit in the country at quarterback last year or the year before, and Georgia got him. Who else wouldn't sign him? We wanted him, okay? But there was only room for one quarterback. And so Kirby Smart made his decision to go with Jake Fromm, who had done nothing but win, by the way. And allowed and forced, Jacob Eason to have to transfer to Washington, who had been a guy that didn't look like was going to lose his job. But, Jake Fromm just never relinquished the position. So he had to go somewhere else. Justin Fields wasn't going to get on the field. But look at him now at Ohio State, and now Kirby Smart's catching a lot of flack for that. Like, man, look at Jake Fromm this year. He's tailed off. And now look at Justin Fields up there. That's the world we live in now, man. These coaches are under immense pressure. They're under immense pressure to make the right decision, and they got to live with it when they make the decision.
Yeah. Where will Joey Gatewood end up? Who knows? Wish him the best of luck. I hope he goes on to have a great career. I don't believe that you're going to see him, go out and dominate in a big-time program. I just don't. Not by what I've seen.
Well, you just don't know. You can't make that call right now.
Well,
I mean, I'm just saying, you don't know. I don't know. He may flop out. He may go, well, see, Gus may go, see, I told you. Y'all won't go to Gatewood when he couldn't do it. He also may go somewhere and be Justin Fields. I don't know that, man. He wasn't highly rated like Justin Fields. He was a 4-star guy, though.
Yeah.
He was a top guy. Patrick said, if I'm a dual threat QB, I'm not coming to Auburn as long as Gus is a head coach. Randy said, in the words of a wise man, I'm just numb to Gus Malzahn at this point. Don't know who that guy is. G said, kids enter the transfer portal when they feel slighted, period. Justin said, are y'all fine with 8 and 4s here from here out? What's the breaking point? And Ronald said, if Nix was playing good, I would understand, but he is not. Why not give Joey a chance? Good luck, Joey. I'm a fan. Run far from this program.
This has no – I mean, this
People
basically –
are entitled to their opinions.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that they have them.
Randy said, I don't blame him whatsoever. Gus patronizes players, doesn't follow through on his words too often. That's where I said, Andy, at the beginning of the show, I have a problem.
Yeah.
He didn't have to come out and say all that stuff 2 weeks.
I don't blame Joey at all.
No. Gus didn't have to put himself in that position 2 weeks ago. He's the one that felt like, I got to come out here and say that Joey Gatewood's going to have a bigger role in this offense coming down the stretch. Well, obviously he didn't. Obviously, you didn't feel that way. You know, why didn't he get in Florida when Bo was struggling? I don't think Bo would have cared. Bo's a freshman. Yeah. Why can't you get him in there on some of those 3rd and 1 and 2s and see if he can make some and convert, and then put Bo back in there and see if you can get the offense going?
That's why I say I think he handled it as poor as you could possibly handle it, and here we are with him leaving the team. Now again, I will say this really has no effect on Auburn the rest of the season. Yeah, to me it has no effect as far as
until Bo Nix gets in.
How good or bad Auburn's season is going to be unless Bo Nix gets hurt.
Unless he goes down.
That's going to be
now you don't have anybody.
That's going to be a big problem. We're already talking about, we've got walk-on Will Appleton. You know, I mean, if we're down to that, I mean, Cord Sandberg, he is the 3rd-string guy. He's a 25-year-old guy.
We've gotten the reports about Cord Sandberg.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of the Wildcat.
Might as well just stick Booby Whitlow out there. And I know we're getting close to the first break, but, you know, Luke brought up a good point with you last night. What is the sense in putting Booby Whitlow in the LSU game in the Wildcat when you got Joey Gatewood sitting over there that can perfectly run and is powerful and 6'5" and weighs 230, 240 pounds.
And has thrown a pass.
Has thrown one. Might fool somebody for a second. So,
yeah, we are up against our first break here on the Auburn Blitz. A lot of comments coming through. We'll try to get to those, as many of those as we can. Joey Gatewood, no longer an Auburn Tiger. What's your thoughts? More to come right after this.
The Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales in Opelika has the largest selection of prestige cars, trucks, and SUVs in Central and East Alabama, all with financing available, little to no money down, and extended warranties. Get pre-qualified in under 2 minutes, online or from your mobile device at GillsPrestigeOnline.com. It's the Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales, 1430 Gateway Drive in Opelika.
Lake Martin Building Supply, located on Dayville Road in Alexander City. Owners Tiffany and Michael Huff believe in constantly improving their inventory for you. From deer corn, feeders, to Valspar paint, to top quality lumber, and RV section, Lake Martin Building Supply welcomes each customer that comes through the door with a warm hello and a pleasant goodbye, and a come back to see us real soon. That's Lake Martin Building Supply, Dayville Road. Call today, 256-234-5500.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Alex City Marines, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, and the Yerkes invite you by to see what they have available today. The 2020 Manitous and Landaus are in, and boy are they gorgeous. Also some great deals on demos. Take advantage of that while they last. Alex City Marine also is doing shrink wrapping, storage. Get in line now. In fact, call this number, 256-215-FISH. Alex City Marine, Alex City.
Hidley Towers is an affordable senior citizen community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East, where spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living, where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more about Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552, for your family at Hidley Towers. That's 256-329-0552.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Score big with these deals at Bice Motors in Alex City. Up to 27% off on select 2019 Ram trucks. During Jeep Adventure Days, lease a new 2019 Jeep Compass Latitude for $209 a month. Save over $8,000 on a new 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitude.
We guarantee the lowest price, so we'll pay you the difference in price twice.
Make your scoring drive to Bice Motors in Alex City.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. We appreciate all of you out there joining us today. Andy Graham and Brett Pritchard here with you until 1 o'clock each and every day here on the Auburn Blitz, brought to you by Russell Do-It Center for all your building supply needs, home decor and tools. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center. Joey Gatewood gone from Auburn University. We're talking about that. A lot of comments rolling through, and a lot of good comments.
Yeah, there are, and we'll resume some of those, and we'll get to them all the way throughout the program. Jeff said, best of luck to Joey. Jerome said, why is everyone disappointed? Gus has never played two quarterbacks. Justin said, could you see the change with endorsements seeping into recruiting as well? A business owner telling a kid, hey, we'll pay you X amount to go to X school. Yeah, oh yeah, you better believe that's coming. With what we saw yesterday. And the NCAA, by the way, had no choice but to do what they did because all these other states were going to start following suit to California. So it was either them become irrelevant or approve that they want to do it. Justin Mosley said it's all about the system with QBs. He may find the right system. Oklahoma worked for Jalen. Randy said, I'm sick of the same old stuff. Gus has to make a change or Auburn needs to make a change. But I don't know who's out there to get. That seems to be the million-dollar question. Ed said strictly hearsay. Gus and staff met with Gatewood. He asked Gus why did he make changes at center and other positions but not QB. Gus exploded on him. I don't know.
That is hearsay.
That is hearsay. Randy said, I loved Willis and Gatewood, fit Gus's system, but I'm at a loss of what Gus' identity is on offense anymore. I'm just numb. Justin said, y'all should dial into the SEC teleconference right now to hear Gus's comments. I'd rather not. I don't really want to do that. A couple more here before we resume. How can Bo get hurt when he throws the ball in the ground when someone gets close to him, and when he does run, he does a straight line to get out of bounds? Justin Clayton says 36 touches and 5 TDs for Gatewood, and an offensive genius can't figure out how to leverage an obvious weapon to improve a dysfunctional offense. Again, if not this year, when?
I think we can bury the offensive genius moniker. I think that ship has sailed.
You think that one's left the port?
Yes. I think yesterday's edition of the Auburn Blitz pretty much proved that one to be a falsehood.
Okay. I think probably the proof is in the pudding. So Caleb brings up something off of this. He's bringing up the biggest cocktail party in the world coming up this Saturday. Fun fact, Florida is 21-6 in their last 27 meetings with Georgia. Thinks that's a fact that's not talked about enough. Just here recently, Georgia's kind of swung that thing in their favor, but Florida has dominated that series, no doubt about it.
But they're Georgia's, I think, what, a 5 or 6 point favorite?
6 point favorite in that game. I don't see it.
A little bit surprising.
Let's see. Ronald said it's time for a change at Auburn. I'm tired of I feel like we are 2 to 6 players leaving. It's a sign of time crossroads. Again, we might beat Georgia and play hard against Bama before losing the season is over. Love the players. Steven says, I think this will hurt recruiting. got players coming and going all the time, and you just have to wait and see how that plays out. Chris Harris says, going to miss Gatewood. Any talks yet of where he might transfer to? No, it's just too early right now. This just really has kind of hit. And Patrick said, like you said a minute ago, the quarterback Auburn has committed right now. Nah, I mean,
he's more of a passer than he is a runner.
What do we do?
So I mean,
what kind of?
I don't know. I don't know. That's the question. We have been chasing ever since 2015. We've gone away. We've gone after a quote unquote dual threat quarterback, a true dual threat quarterback, and look. I don't know. I'll say
this is a riddle, man. It's the Riddler. It's Gus Malzahn standing up there at the podium.
On Insider Notes, Brandon Marcello does this every week, and he talked to an insider. I don't know if this guy knows anything about football. I don't know, but he claims he is profited out there as an insider. Okay, he said that Gus Malzahn's offense is not built, or it's not, will never have a 70 to 75% completion percentage from their quarterback because it's not built to have that. He said that the quarterback at Auburn will always go around the 60% mark or less because that's the way it's schemed.
Wait, because you run on 3rd and 10, basically a 50-yard out route across the field?
Well, I mean, Gus loves to say that Auburn is a run-play action and would like to throw deep over the top.
The stats that you give out prove that. I mean, when we don't run the ball, the passing game is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it just is. So Caleb brings up another point, and look, you remember when Saban was trying to get all this hurry-up stuff stopped, and, hey, I don't like all this and all that, and Caleb said if someone would have told you Nick Saban would run the hurry-up better than Gus 5 years ago, what would your reaction have been? You probably like, at that time, Nick Saban was trying to get hurry up taken out of college football, but now what has he done? He's adapted. That's what we have seen Gus Malzahn not do. Last year we just couldn't wait to get Chip Lindsey out of the way, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Chip Lindsey's fault. Chip Lindsey can't do anything. Chip Lindsey calls bad plays. Chip Lindsey has no control over anything. What is wrong with Chip Lindsey?
He was running the offense in 17, wasn't he?
Exactly. And then he comes back, Gus, I'm getting back to myself again, Purdue game, I'm getting, we're going on the way up, guys, we're up. And then all of a sudden, it's the same thing we saw in 15.
Yeah. It has grinded to a halt against two very good teams on the road. I don't think we can overlook that those were two really good teams. It was on the road.
We have no rotors left. They just grinded so bad.
But I don't know why Joey Gatewood transferring out of the program would push people over the edge to say, oh, well, now Gus has got to go. Why would that one moment? I don't understand why that, because we all knew that was coming.
It's a microcosm, Andy, of everything else. It's not Joey Gatewood leaving, Gus Malzahn, I'll be shown the door. It's a microcosm of waste, of wasted talent, wasted options, same old offense, same results, nothing changes. That's what this all sums up to be. It's just another little bit of icing on top of this cake. You know what I mean?
And this cake is not very good.
He tastes very good.
We're up against a break, but we'll be back with more right after this.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization. Wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat. Full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma. All with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com. 888-533 6758. Go straight to the source. Sign Source.
Lex Wedgeworth has been the most trusted pest control for generations, and now with EnviroCare, you can expect the same high standards for all your pest control needs. EnviroCare's exclusive Centricon termite colony elimination system provides the industry standard to protect your home or business. EnviroCare's Centricon system protects your home year-round. Call the professionals at EnviroCare throughout East Central Alabama for a free estimate. Nobody cares like EnviroCare, the next generation of full pest control for your home or business.
WOTM, your new TV home for high school sports in Alabama. This Thursday on WOTM, catch the AHSAA High School Football Game of the Week, presented by Ox Foundations. This week's matchup will feature the Pickens County Tornadoes versus the Gordo Green Wave. Stay with WOTM all 4 weeks of the playoffs. WOTM, the new home of AHSAA Super 7, live from Jordan-Hare.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Caitlin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
LMG Advertising Agency offers a comprehensive marketing solution tailored to each of our clients' needs. We are a full-service marketing firm offering website design and development, video production, social media marketing, search engine optimization, and overall branding that includes logo design, brochures, mailouts, and more. Our experienced team of marketing professionals would love to come up with a marketing strategy that will deliver results for you and your business. Learn more at lmgadagency.com or call today to start at 256-825-0197.
At Mortgage Pro, we won't be able to finance a new car or new boat. We can't open you a checking account. Mortgage Pro specializes in mortgage loans. If you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, the only way to go is Mortgage Pro. We can close in 15 days or less. We can offer the best rates in the mortgage industry. And we can waive appraisal fees on any new loan from September 1st until December 31st. Call Mortgage Pro today.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for about 30 more minutes in today's show. Brought to you by Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. Give them a call today. It's time to refinance. The interest rates are very, very low. They could be saving you thousands of dollars each and every year. It's 256-397-0248. That's Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. We continue to talk about Joey Gatewood leaving the Auburn Tigers. A lot of comments coming through. We're talking about the inefficiency of the offense against LSU and Florida. Why is that? It's a combination of things. A lot of people are talking about the offensive line needing to be better. They're not getting a push to create holes for the running game. If Auburn can't run the ball, their offense grinds to a halt. We've all seen that pretty much.
We were worried about that coming into the season.
Yeah.
Our eyes on the ground down there were telling us that this offensive line had not made the progress they wanted, and they felt like, it was a problem heading into the season. And 5 seniors for a reason. I think you see why now, and that's what Jerome said. Is it the QB? Is it Gus's system, or lack of protection up front, or a little combination of all of it? Caleb said Chip Lindsey's putting up points at Troy, but Troy's struggling this year, but they are putting up points. Johnny said SMU over there with Rhett Lashley. I mean, that's our last 2 offense coordinators, and they're both, doing pretty good. Johnny said, was Purdue that bad? Yes, I think so. They were that bad. Randy said he recruited this offensive line. That's my issue. He's also their coordinator. Still his problem no matter which one you choose. That's exactly right. He's still over that. He's still the guy that brings them in. He's the one that thought that they would be the perfect fit for this team, and it didn't work out. Jerome says we don't have any blue-collar offensive linemen. We need some dogs up front like those defensive linemen we have. I mean, good point. I think it's a little bit soft, a little bit on the not so aggressive, not those grind it out, get in the trench and just do what you got to do.
That's the problem with why we can't execute third short.
That's right.
We can't get pushed. We can't move the defensive line. So we got to create. That's why on 4th and 1, we're trying to pull a guard to create an angle to get a hole, and it's just not working.
We can't pass because there's no protection. We recruit guys for a run offense, and then when it's time to pass, we are lost. Bottom line, the stats show it, the comments, everybody's not blind to this, Andy. You talked about it a couple days ago. Randy and I talked about it yesterday. The stats show when Auburn can't run the football, the passing game cannot get Auburn by itself. When you have to go to 35 to 40 pass attempts in a game, it ain't going to work most of the time. Most of the time, when you become one-dimensional, the passing game, the schemes, the routes, the play calling just isn't up to where it needs to be to bail the offense out, and it's a bogged down style offense, and that I don't know is that on Gus? Yeah, it's on Gus because he's got to be able to be better than that. Somebody's going to step up when they know you're a predominantly run team. They're going to stack the box. And especially if you're not very good up front offensively on the offensive line, that makes it even worse. So you got to be even better in the passing game to kind of loosen it up. LSU wasn't going to take guys out of the box. They didn't respect the passing game. And you don't blame them. You just don't. So, I mean, that's not ever going to get any better.
And look, if this was year 1 or 2 of the head coach's tenure, you'd say, well, I mean, once he gets his own players, this is year 7. And we got a senior-laden offensive line. These are the guys we recruited and developed, and this is the best we have.
Patrick brings up a good point that a couple other people have already brought up, and we've talked about too. Bo back there, the problem a lot of people are having with this situation, and the reason it's kind of caught fire with Joey Gatewood leaving is you mentioned that Tim Tebow and Chris Leak. Tim Tebow was a freshman coming in off the bench. Chris Leak was a senior. Well, it's opposite of that right now. I know that Joey Gatewood's not a senior either, but Bo Nix is a true freshman, and he's struggling. Why not give Joey Gatewood a chance? Maybe in Gus's mind or what they see on – I'd just like somebody to tell me he's that bad, that he can't come in on a 3rd and 1 and 3rd and 2 and get you something going. We've seen him in certain situations. He looks serviceable to me. I mean, and sometimes a change can rejuvenate things and kind of mix things up. And, you just keep going out there running your head into a concrete block wall, you're not going to accomplish anything.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's something to be said for being loyal to your starting quarterback and, sticking with him because he's your guy. But, again, if you talked about, and you made it, here again, Gus is being his own worst enemy, you talk about how close the competition was. You talk about how we can win with both of these guys. We feel comfortable that they can both run the offense. It was, it was just a couple of things here that really separated, Bo Nix and Joey Gatewood. Well, okay, fine then. Well, then if he's that good, then and we have struggled in some clearly obvious situations, then it would make sense to do that.
Here's Gus Malzahn's quote on the teleconference right now. Quoting Coach Malzahn, as you normally say, Joey Gatewood has entered the transfer portal and decided to move on. He's at the point now where he wants to be a starting quarterback. Did that just happen? He's just now at the point he wants to be a starting quarterback. That's what he wants, and I respect him for that. He wants to start looking for schools where he can do that. We had a talk. We just felt strongly that he needed the time right now to get it right and find the place to be where he can be a starting quarterback. And I respect that. Auburn quarterback Cord Sandberg is now the number 2 moving forward. Walk-on Will Appleton is the number 3. He took 3 questions, 5 minutes on the phone. That was it. That was his comment for today on the SEC teleconference. I mean, once again, add this to the long line of quotes that just make you go, what?
He has decided
He's at this point now decided he wants to be a starting quarterback. Not that he did when he was a sophomore or junior or senior in high school, wanted to be a starting quarterback in college. He's just now arrived at determination for himself.
Well, maybe he felt like at the beginning when Bo won the job that maybe Bo deserved to be the starting quarterback. But now he, after watching him play for 6 or 7 games, thinks that he needs to be the starting. He deserves to be the starting quarterback.
No, that's not really what he was thinking, in my opinion. But anyway, Johnny says, I hate to say it, but it's most of the staff. We have several first-time coaches in important roles because Gus cannot get along with or trust anyone. Randy said, not the passing system Gus uses. Alabama has no issues. Oklahoma has no issues. The Gus system is predictable passing the football. It is. It's predictable. It has been predictable for 5 years. There is no change. The personnel are predicated to certain plays.
Up against the break. We'll continue these discussions when we come back right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kia of Auburn. Kia of Auburn on South College. New Kias at 0% APR financing and no payments for 90 days.
Kia of Auburn. Kia of Auburn. Kia of Auburn.com.
This is Coach Pat Dye. At Kia of Auburn, you are always number one.
Harbor Point Ship Store has everything to make your day on the lake more enjoyable. Come on out to the biggest marina on the water. They have pizza, hot dogs, burgers, and more. Get your gas, groceries, snacks, ice, and everything you need for a fun day on the lake. Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned boat? Harbor Point has the best selection around of everyone's favorite Crest pontoons and Four Winds boats. Harbor Point also has a great selection of pre-owned boats. Come on out and take a look at Harbor Point, Marina Point Road in Dadeville. Get to the point.
Tires are important, and when getting a great price on tires, you want to get it right. So make the short drive to Wright's Tire in Sylacauga. Wright's Tire can get you any make or model of tire, and they make the drive worth it with volume pricing. Whether North Tallapoosa, South Talladega, or Coosa County, make the right choice, the right selection, the right service, and the right price. All at Wright's Tire on Fort William Street in Sylacauga. Call for a free quote, 256-245-7778, and get the right price on tires.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
You already know the power and reliability of a Mahindra tractor. Get ready to meet their ATV and UTV lines. Haul more and tow more. Do more. Reaching speeds up to 60 miles an hour. Models have a 12-inch ground clearance and the ability to haul up to 1,200 pounds. There's a Mahindra utility vehicle and a model specifically to get the job done. Test drive today at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. Serving Tallapoosa, Coosa, Clay, and Talladega counties. 256-392-3613.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
Expect it or not, the loss of a loved one is difficult. Put your family first by planning ahead. This is Joseph Dean, new owner of Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers. We are a full-service funeral home with an on-site crematory and cemetery. Whether your need is immediate or you would like to plan in advance, our experienced, compassionate staff can assist you in designing an enduring memorial experience, burial, or cremation. Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers on Highway 280 in Camp Hill or online, alabamafuneralhomes.com.
Hi, I'm Kurt Bowman, General Manager of Baden Toyota. We'd like to announce our new lifetime warranty on any new Toyota.
Hashtag lifetime warranty. Hashtag we love our customers.
It can be used nationwide at no additional cost. Hashtag customer service. So come on by and let us show you
the Baden way.
#Maintenance Matters.
Totally awesome.
Baden Toyota of Sylacauga, just a short drive from home or online.
#Your neighborhood dealership.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you. Appreciate all of you out there joining us today. Can I read one quote from Gus Malzahn's
Of course
press
you
conference?
can, absolutely.
This is my favorite quote of the day.
No, the one I just read wasn't your favorite.
No, this is my favorite.
This is better.
Does Bo Nix need to run the ball more? And you actually did this one yesterday, but I loved it so much, we had to go back to it. Does Bo Nix need to run the ball more? That's a simple question. That's a good question, is it not? Because he did not run the ball a lot against LSU, and he was nowhere close to being in the design to run the ball. So Gus said, I think that anytime our quarterback is a runner, it opens up other things. So that's always important. And if that opportunity presents itself, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But when our quarterback is a runner and can be effective, it really opens things up.
I don't even know what it
How
I didn't know what it meant
should
yesterday.
Bo Nix run the ball more?
I just would I would be escorted out because I would just say, look, and I can't use that language on here, but like, dadgummit, you answer the question. I got to read this one because this applies to everybody, and this is just an example Johnny using. So Alabama fans, don't get your feelings hurt. You can sub Auburn into this too. He said, I can hear Eli Gold now when this new pay-for-play starts. That was 2 on the pass, brought to you by T-Town Suits, Deep Sea Charters, Saban, Mercedes, and Dodge, because a Charger is the only way to roll with a tire. I mean, can't you hear all these announcers saying that that's 1st down and 10 brought to you by? I mean, I know everything's got sponsors now, but these players are going to have their own sponsors. And somebody said that Derek Brown was going to get sponsored by Build-A-Bear because of all the hugs he gets up front. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be patches and stuff all over, and M&Ms and Snickers and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, exactly. Well, they finally in the NBA started putting a patch on, GE and whatever. Some of those, I don't know what the heck the one that sponsors Golden State, but whatever. Jerome said, you think the QB coach from Memphis, Gus hired, brought some ideas to Auburn's offense, and Gus canned them? If so, what the heck did he hire him for? I mean,
it's all good. It's all good. Questions.
I'll sum Jeffrey's long diatribe up here. He's
not a big believer in Joey Gatewood.
He's not. But, I mean, I don't know how anybody can make a fair assessment of Joey Gatewood. And here's another thing. If you're putting all your trust in what Gus Malzahn says out there, then and I'm not just directing this at you, Jeffrey, I'm talking about anybody out there, then you got some issues too. Because, I mean, how many times has he stood up and lied to it? We don't know, man. I mean, I can't take an honest assessment of Joey Gatewood right now. I ain't watched him play enough. I just haven't. And some of the other people on the other side that say, what's the hurt when your freshman quarterback's struggling on the road to put another guy in to see if you can spark something? What is the harm in that? I don't see it. I'm not saying he's the best. You're going to find out over time how good Joey Gatewood is because you're going to see what kind of programs recruit him now. Mm-hmm. If nobody in the SEC wants him, if nobody in the ACC wants him and he ends up at Toledo or somewhere like that, then you go, well, you know what? Gus made the right decision. It's easy to throw stones right now. But Gus has brought, my point starting the show, Andy, is that Gus brings a lot of this on himself.
Sure.
So when he takes the heat, he's got to be sure that it's the right decision.
Jeff wants to actually see some names of coaches that would replace Gus. I usually don't like to have these conversations, but I believe today is actually a day that we could have this conversation.
I mean, I'd like to see some names of coaches that would replace Gus. I mean, the money's not going to be an option. Auburn's already shown that they'll pay whatever for a coach. I mean, they are. I mean, Dabo Swinney's going to get $93 million over the next 10 years from Clemson. Clemson's about on par with Auburn. Let's be honest about it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know we paying coaches from 1,800 years ago still. They're on payroll, and so we've kind of dug ourselves a hole. But really, the thing is, hey, it is what it is. I mean, you're going to go out there and find. So whoever the top coaches are in the country, you're going to go after them.
Who are? I mean, Urban Meyer's available. Is he even remotely?
How do you feel about
fit?
Lincoln Riley over there at Oklahoma? I'm not saying Lincoln Riley's coming to Auburn. I'm not saying. I'm just saying they just laid another egg to Kansas State. They laid one the year before to who was it? Texas Tech or somebody. I mean, they laid another. They can't play defense in the playoffs. That's their Achilles heel. Lincoln Riley's great. He's an offensive genius. All right, well, they struggle. They can't stop anybody. It's almost like the 13-14 version of Auburn. Now it's flipped. We stop everybody, and we can't score any points. It is like some kind of just drive yourself crazy, pull your hair out. Can we actually get decent on both sides of the ball at the same time?
P.J. Fleck is the name that seems to be coming up. Done a good job at Minnesota.
Johnny said Washington's coach, who's that, Chris Peterson?
Chris Peterson ain't.
I don't think so.
Kevin Steele.
Jerome said just move Kevin Steele up to the head coach. Can he be the head coach, though? We've done that before. Gene Chizik moved up to head coach, didn't work out real well. Now I know people go, well, he won a national championship, and he did. But he had a once-in-a-generation player that did it.
Well, I'll tell you this, Kevin Steele's the best coach on the staff right now.
Not even close.
I think we can all agree on that.
It's not even close.
Now, he's been a disaster as a head coach in his career, but that was years and years and years ago.
Randy said, was Dilly a Parks and Rec coordinator a couple years ago? Question. I think he's being serious. And, I mean that's the thing. Dilly is a $500,000 man right now.
Yes, man.
Yeah. Yes, man. Excuse me. I left the yes out.
Yeah.
I'd like to be a $500,000 yes man. I'd say yes for $500,000. Justin said row the boat, so that's P.J. Fleck, obviously. Jim said he read that Dilly had never played football, he thinks.
I think that's probably, well, neither did Hugh Freeze.
Well, there's a lot of guys out there that coach football and baseball. I don't think Jim Wells ever played baseball. And look at what he did at Alabama. How many World Series did he go to? Yeah. I mean, Stoops is brought up by Orlando on here. These names. Jeff started this about 5 minutes ago from everybody that's tuning in. No, we have not been talking about who's replacing Gus Malzahn for 45 minutes.
No.
This has just been a comment that he's saying who would be a list of names out there, and so we're running some of those down. Chizik led the worst team in Auburn history, too. And so that, sometimes that moving up from a coordinator isn't the perfect scenario.
I thought Ed Orgeron would be a disaster. I thought Justin Fuente would be a home run. I know nothing.
Neither do
I'm
I.
up against a break right after this.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
LMG Advertising Agency offers a comprehensive marketing solution tailored to each of our clients' needs. We are a full-service marketing firm offering website design and development, video production, social media marketing, search engine optimization, and overall branding that includes logo design, brochures, mailouts, and more. Our experienced team of marketing professionals would love to come up with a marketing strategy that will deliver results for you and your business. Learn more at lmgadagency.com or call today to start at 256-825-0197.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
WOTM, your new TV home for high school sports in Alabama. This Thursday on WOTM, catch the AHSAA High School Football Game of the Week, presented by Ox Foundations. This week's matchup will feature the Pickens County Tornadoes versus the Gordo Green Wave. Stay with WOTM all 4 weeks of the playoffs. WOTM, the new home of AHSAA Super 7, live from Jordan-Hare.
I am Lisa McClendon from Country Financial, and I have spent years in our community helping people protect their homes, cars, and lives. I am proud to be a member of the 2018 National Championship Team and a National Advisory Council member for Country Financial. Complete financial security does not end with just insurance. I am also here to help you plan for your financial future.
Together, we can help you set up a step-by-step plan to reach financial security.
Let's talk soon.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization, wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat, full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma, all with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com, 888-533-6758. Go straight to the source. SignSource.
Mortgage Pro is the new standard for mortgage loans. While other banks are taking 45 to 60 days to close a loan, Mortgage Pro is making it happen in less than 15 days. Your mortgage loan goes from start to finish in less than 15 days. Mortgage Pro is able to make this happen by having the most advanced technology and a highly trained staff with over 98 years combined experience. If you're looking to buy a home or refinance your current mortgage, call Mortgage Pro and let our team go to work for you.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Wednesday. A lot happening in the Auburn football world. Joey Gatewood, no longer a member of the Auburn football team. How will that affect Auburn moving forward? It shouldn't affect them as far as the play on the field, because he wasn't really a part of the play on the field. So, but the mood of the team, he was the backup quarterback. He did have a lot of a lot of friends on this team. I wonder how they feel about it. Do they? I'm sure. Well, I don't know how. I'm not going to get in anybody's head. But it'll be interesting to see what Auburn. They do have a game to play on Saturday against the Ole Miss Rebels. So
you don't want to start having a divide in the team. I think the divide in the team would come from defense versus offense first, though. It wouldn't come from Joey Gatewood leading the team. Obviously, he had some guys on the team he was really close to, and they understand the nature of the business. But I did start to hear some frustration in Derek Brown and Marlon Davidson, maybe directed not only at officials for being held to death, but the offense not carrying their weight and saying, "Look, man, we're doing what we can. We're just going to keep going out here doing what we know to do." A lot of comments. We're not going to get to all of them, obviously, but we really appreciate everybody sending these comments in, because it's been a great show and a lot of good points out there, and a lot of people making a lot of good, a lot of good statements and some good questions that have come in. I want to read Johnny's still. Ed Orgeron hired great assistants, and he trusts them. He does not run up and down the sideline acting crazy. He focuses on recruiting and managing the team. He did. He went out and got great assistants. What he did with Marlon Davidson and Big Cat Bryant after the game was classy. You can tell he's a coach. He's a player's coach. And I think that's a problem with Gus. We've mentioned that before, and we've heard from numerous people that are in the program that he's just not a player's coach. For whatever, his personality doesn't predicate himself to be like that. Now, somebody else may come back and say, man, he was great and I love playing for him. But overall, what you normally hear is he's a standoffish, he's a little bit different kind of guy, obviously, in the way he answers questions at press conferences.
That was one of the big changes we were supposed to see this year, was a more open Gus Malzahn. He was going to be more open with the team. And
Patrick said, "Can we extend this another hour?" Unfortunately, I can't, Patrick. I'm sorry. We'll have to hold over till tomorrow. So.
Hey, Auburn Blitz will be on tomorrow and Friday. So, if you got something you've been saving up, by all means, fire away on those shows. But it is Wednesday. I read one Gus quote. I'll read one
Don't
more.
know if anybody can stomach it.
Any thoughts on changing the quarterback rotation? Of course, this was yesterday. Every game is different, and we were right in the middle of that LSU game, and we were fighting until the end. We scored the last time we had the ball, and I wish we had gotten that onside kick. I think things would have been a little different.
That didn't answer a blank thing, did it? I mean, it didn't even come close to answering the question.
Not even remotely close.
You know what this reminds me of? You know where in elementary school you had a list of words over here and then a list of definitions. You had to draw a line to the definition to the word. If you drew a line from that question to that response, that'd be an F. In most tests, you would be like, that don't match. That didn't answer that question, but that's Gus. Heck, who knows where the lines would go if you were taking a test on match the quote to the question.
Yeah.
I mean, that's absurd, man. You talk about the most irrelevant question now ever in the history. Read that a day after your backup decides he's going to take leave. So
Jeffrey says, guys, let's pump the brakes on the Orgeron train. He was average until this year, and his offense was horrible. Let's see what happens if someone scoots up that passing
people
game
are giving
coordinator.
him
Again,
credit of
but
hiring
they've
good
gotten
coaches.
better every year he's been there.
And they're giving him some credit for going out and hiring. He recognized what his deficiencies are. The reason people are high on LSU is because they've always been 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and they knew to ever get over the hump of Alabama, they can't keep doing that. So, they've sacrificed a little bit on defense to be a lot better on offense.
Yeah.
And they are a lot better on offense. So I think that's what people are talking about.
We only got a couple more minutes left in the show today. Game 7, World Series tonight.
Unbelievable how the home team just cannot do squat. I mean, it's hard to say that the Nationals aren't going to pull this thing off. It's like, man, can we please get back to Houston so we can start hitting again?
Really? And they knocked.
Strasburg looked unbelievable.
He was
5-0 in the postseason.
Justin Verlander comes up short again.
Justin Verlander
just cannot win in the World Series.
Can't get it done. Hey, he's Clayton Kershaw. What can you say?
Yeah. Do you think Max Scherzer? You think he's 100%? I mean,
that's the question.
Can he move? They said.
I think they'll try, but here's the deal: this is pull everybody out
all
of every
hands
nook
are
and
on
cranny.
deck. Yeah.
So I mean, you're gonna try to go with him. If it don't work, you pull him and go. They've got somebody on go right there. I'm telling you, waiting. If Max Scherzer can't go in the first, if it's first, second inning and he's struggling, hey man, get him out.
I would guess that the only 2 pitchers that are unavailable for this game are Verlander and Strasburg.
I don't know if Strasburg is.
I mean.
Wouldn't be shocked.
He threw a lot of pitches.
I know he threw over 100 pitches. They took him out.
But still, so you like the Nats?
I kind of do, man. I mean, I kind of do. How do you not? It's the first time in World Series history that the road teams won 6 games. Could be 7 tonight.
Another Gus quote from today. He is an older guy. He is 24 years old. He played professional baseball for 5 years. Actually 6 seasons. So he has been with us and understands what we are doing.
Well, that gives you a boatload of confidence. I feel so much better now as we get ready to sign off.
I mean, I clearly, the fact that he can't throw the ball 10 yards, that means nothing. But the fact that he played professional baseball, we feel good about it.
I feel pretty good about it, considering it's a different sport. We're in a good career.
Happy birthday today to the Fonz.
Yeah.
Henry Winkler. And Ty Detmer.
And the coach off of
1990 Heisman Trophy winner.
The coach off the water boy.
And the coach off the water boy. Oh, me.
Man, what a great show as far as our viewership and listenership. We appreciate it. Wish it were under different circumstances, but hey, that's what we're here for. We give you that avenue, and And we want you to tune back in tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So we're getting into some exciting times as far as coming down the stretch in football, and basketball season tips off.
Absolutely. Auburn with an exhibition on Friday.
That's it.
Eckerd, I believe. That's going to pretty much wrap it up for us today on the Auburn Blitz. So we'll be back on the air tomorrow. Same time, same channel. For Brett Richard, I'm Andy Graham. Saying so long for now, everybody. We'll talk to you